Hi guys, welcome. How is everyone today? Alright, let me just check who's in chat. Big welcome to Graceland, Deb, Holly, Cheryl, Pat, Elaine, Nick and Tina, Helen, moving down, Abby, hi, and Becky, hello. You in what? What did you call? Abby, I'm not sure. Mike playing up, is it? We've been having trouble with audio on YouTube lately. Let me just see if I can fix it. Looks like the only thing I can do here is turn it up or down. Alright, give me a minute, peoples. My watch is just telling me that I'm supposed to be live. Let me see if I can set this other one up. It's not very loud, this one, though. I've had trouble with this one. Okay, I've got the other one set. Is that loud or not loud? Hello? Can people hear me? We good? Awesome. All right, we're going with the snowball again. I don't know why, but sometimes the webcam one works better and sometimes the other one works better. So who knows? Anyway, it's there. It's done. It's changed. You might have to turn your volume up because this one's quite quiet. I think I can increase that, but I'm not sure how to do it from here. So I won't be. Perfect. Okay, now it's right near my mouse, so that's a little bit of a pain, but that's all right. Let me just move it up a little bit. Okay, can you still hear me okay now that I've done that? What a pain. Okay, we good now? Or should I move it closer again? Is it too far away? Oh, it's so much fun, guys. Hi, Tammy, welcome. Hi, Rochelle, welcome. Lulu, welcome. Thanks so much for dropping in. Loretta, thank you so much for coming. Who else just popped in there and I just missed? Elaine. Diane, welcome. Phoenix, welcome. Alicia, hello. Is the mic better now? That is so weird. Hi, Gia, welcome. Yep, good. All right, thank you, my dears. I'm scratching myself here, itchy, itchy. So, the lovely Selina Fenech has asked me to do a review of her new book that just came out. So it's actually not a new book. Let me just grab the original. Hi Zeely, welcome. Loved your image you just posted, beautiful. So this is the original one. It's just a line art though. So I'll just quickly flip through this one. I don't think the top spiral bound ones are still available. I'm not sure. If they are, they'd be on her website directly. But this is her line art version. It's very pretty. They've all got names on the bottom of them. So she just brought out the grayscale version of this, which I'm going to do a flip through of, and we're going to colour a page from it. So hopefully that's the only side on one. So today there was a choice between the grayscale version of this one I'm actually quite a big fan of Selina Fenech, and I love that she's an Aussie chick like me. When she had their online store, she was sharing an online store with Jasmine Beckett, I think Amy Brown maybe, I don't know who else was on there, and they closed the website down a few years ago because the server was old and yeah, so they've all got their own stores now. But when the store was closing down, there was a huge sale, and I managed to get a lot of her books, line art ones, in this spiral bound format from there. I also picked up a whole heap of notebooks and things like that for Christmas presents, which was awesome. But now it's all on her website, and also she's got digital files and things to download on Etsy, which I'm going to go through now. So that's the line art, and this is a grayscale one. So we'll go through the flip through of the grayscale one, and then we'll colour this image in. Hi guys, welcome. Hi Nancy, welcome. Who else popped in there that I didn't see? La 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 la. Hi Teresa, welcome. Love having you. Colouring and watching, no worries Pam. I saw you on yesterday and I just had stuff on this weekend. It's been one of those weekends, I think. Alright, so I have some news today as well. Before I go into, hi Wendy, welcome. Before I go into the flip through of this new book, we're having a surprise guest tomorrow. I'm very excited. And she's actually here. Are you here? You guys want to know who it is? Hi Rochelle, welcome. Holly, hi. Are you here, secret person? You are. Okay, good. So the lovely Becky from Becky's Colour Escape is coming to visit me tomorrow. Well, virtually, not physically. She's coming to do a challenge with me tomorrow night, and we're going to do a bit of a crazy challenge, and I'm really excited about it. So how cool is that? Let me just see if I've got Back to my main camera. We're going to be colouring an image from, let me just pop it down here, Mythographic Animals. And this is a page we're going to be colouring. Of course, it's a butterfly to match my butterfly logo. And a little part of our challenge, not the twist, but the challenge will be to use every single colour in the Pablo set in 45 minutes. So we've set ourselves 45 minutes to use every single colour in the Pablo set, my bad. Because Becky just got them and she hasn't really had a chance to use them very much. Becky. So we've decided that we're going to use those because that way she gets a little bit more. That is kind of blurry, whoever said it was blurry before. I don't know why. But let me see if I can fix it. So very exciting. So I hope you guys can come and join us for that. It'll be a bit of fun. How's that? Is that a bit better? It's not quite as blurry. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So there will be a little bit of a twist to make it more difficult for us to do it in the 45 minutes. But we picked this image because there's a fair bit going on in it and it will make it easier, hopefully, for us to be able to use every single colour in the set. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. Bit of fun, hey? So thank you so much, Becky, for coming to join me in doing that. And I'm really excited to do it. If you guys didn't know, Becky has a YouTube channel as well, so if you just click on the little 3 dots next to her name, you'll be able to go to her channel and subscribe. How cool is that? Very exciting. It's a very pretty book, and I haven't done any images in it yet. I think I did a flip through of it when I first got it, but yeah, very exciting. And I have a whole heap of people lined up, so I'm really excited. I've heard back from the lovely Erin from Simply Art. Is it how you say it? Simply Art? Oh, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And we're going to have Christine Aldridge. We're going to have Sean from Colour and Canvas, or Canvas and Colour. I always get it wrong. And who else have I got planned? I've got a few planned, so very excited. We've got May and Sammy coming back to do a joint one with me, so that's actually going to be next week, so that's a bit of fun. Very excited. We don't know what we're doing yet, so a bit of a challenge. It's actually a challenge thinking up these challenges too, so but a bit of fun. Very excited. Okay, so Becky, no problems. Simply Art. Simple Art. There you go, Erin. So that'll be in a couple of weeks. And I have asked the Passionate Colorista, and we're just trying to work out a date because around her time is right in the middle of their day, and she does work. So it's been hard to get a time in for her. But we may have to make that one a different time just to be able to get her in, which is fine. Very exciting. We have. And I've got a few emails ready to go out to a few more, so hopefully we can get this to be a regular thing and we can all have a laugh every week. That's the idea anyway. Oh dear. All right, so let's have a look at this book, shall we? I actually have the PDF version to do a flip through of. It was from her Etsy shop. I'm just going to post up a couple of links. Catching my breath again. So you can purchase the physical book on Amazon, and you can purchase the PDF version on Etsy, which I'm going to do a flip through of now. So sit back and enjoy it. So guys, what do you think? Obviously the watermark's not included on it. It is only for the flip through, but it is beautiful. So it's exactly the same as the line art version. It's just that they're all grayscale images. So you can purchase both of them on her Etsy and also both of them on Amazon. And as Helen said, you can actually buy some individual pages from the book as well. You don't have to buy the whole book. You can just buy a few pages. So Melody, welcome. I did see you there. Thank you so much for joining. So what was I saying? You can buy them as individual. I think there's 25 images in it, Pat. So but some beautiful images. I really liked this one. There was a couple there that I kind of ummed and ahed about. One was the big gargoyle. I think he was beautiful, and I don't remember what the other one was, but this is the one I ended up picking anyway. So yeah, that's it. That's what we're going to do today. You brought some pages, Helen? Yeah. So yeah, I've got quite a few of her. I've got one of her grayscale books other than this one. Wait, let me just check that, because it could be more than that. Let me look. All right, Selina Fenech, where are you? I have Enchanted, actually it might just be called Enchanted, in the grayscale, and I've also got this one in the grayscale, and the rest I've got in line art. I'll just show you my haul. So just proof that I'm not just, you know, here and there. I'm a bit of a fanatic. I've got the Gothic one, which I just showed you, Fairy Companions, Mythical Mermaids, Festive Magic, Night Magic, and the Goddess colouring book, all in line art. I also have Fairy Art Grayscale, the new Fairy Tale Princesses one, and Enchanted Magical Forest it's called. That one is line art. It's been pulled to bits because you know, this one's grayscale as well. I think I've done a few in this one actually. They may not be actually in, oh here we go. I have done a couple of this one. As I said, it's been pulled apart because once I finish the book I'll get it put back together, but these are some of the ones that I've done so far. Thanks, Helen. Thanks, Kathy. So that's one I've done. That was markers and pencil. This one's just marker. I think that's all I've done in this book so far. 2016, this one, it says I did. And let me just check if I dated this one. Nope, didn't date that one, but probably around the same time. A couple of years ago now. Alright, popping all these away. Oh, I also have this beautiful book. Hi Maya, welcome sweetie. Enchanted Fantasy Art Collection by Selina Fenech. It's an absolutely beautiful book. And it's actually her coloured artworks. And a little bit of a story on them. And why they were painted. It's beautiful. This one's actually in that book. There you go. It's a beautiful book. Love the unicorns. Hi, Jacqueline. He looks a bit worried about her hanging off his neck there. But yeah, there's some lovely images in here. I actually did this one in line art, not grayscale though. Graphite pencil one. That one's in the Gothic book too. This one's stunning. I actually brought a diary or a journal with her on there and gave that as a gift to someone. This is beautiful. Sounds like my husband's just got back. Love him. He's amazing. So yeah, this is an absolutely beautiful book. Oh, there's another one from the, gee, that's how many now? 4 from the Gothic book. Very pretty. Hi Beth Ann, welcome. Hi Amanda, welcome. Oh no, Melody, I'm so sorry to hear that. She's kind of cool. I like her. I've got a thing for owls, so that's also in the Gothic book. So great for referencing colours and things like that if you wanted to make them the same. These beautiful fairies. I had this one on a journal as well. I don't think I've got any left actually. I think I've given them all away. I'm pretty sure that one I had on a journal. And that one's in the Gothic book as well. So there you go. Some beautiful images. So that's Enchanted Fantasy, an art collection by Selina Fenech. Selina Fenech is also an avid writer and author, and she has a whole heap of fantasy books as well, novels. So anyone had a read of them? I think I've got a couple of them and I just have not had time to read them. So patrons, you have the lovely Miss Alicia here with us today. She's going to be writing down the Copic markers and pencils that I used today. So I'll be able to pop that up for you on Patreon. Let's get started. Usually I start with the skin, and I think I will because there's hardly any skin to do today. So I think I will start there. And we should get that done fairly quickly. Oh, Emily! Do I have a favourite book or image? Thank you so much. You haven't read any? No, my favourite book, I don't know if I've got a favourite book. I really do like the Enchanted Forest one. This one, which I've totally pulled to bits. And yeah, this is a really nice one. I haven't done a lot of them, but I do like her grayscale books. So, I mean, I have done 2 in this Fairy Art grayscale one. So, yeah, I'm thinking I've done quite a few in this one, and there's a couple I still want to do, like this little baby here. So, yeah, so that's probably one of my favorites. This one's actually pretty nice. I like a few in this one. So, yeah. You have one, Abby, but you haven't read it yet? I haven't. Yeah, she has books as well as colouring books. So she's an author. So she does fantasy. I'm going to say romance fantasy. And she has some beautiful images. She also sells her art, which I was just showing you then from the Enchanted Fantasy book. She has heaps of her own paintings that she also sells as well. She's got a beautiful collection. So pop over and check out her website as well, so you can see a whole heap of stuff there. I'm going to start colouring. I'm going to be using Copic markers. I have obviously Sketch and Chow, and I'm going to use possibly Polychromos to do some details with. I keep getting little vibrations on my phone, and I can feel it vibrating next to me. And I have the less squeaky chair today. So I'm going to use some E04, and I'm just going to go in and colour in some of these really dark shadow areas with this. I've printed this one on Neenah Classic Crest. Becky, what did you call it? Premium paper? Cost me a fortune here in Australia. Lucky I don't colour every single day, because that ream of paper wouldn't last me a whole year. But I plan on it lasting me a whole year. Unless I can find it cheaper to buy somewhere else. I'm just kind of dabbing in the colour in those really dark areas. A lot of people are scared of doing grayscale, and they're actually one of my favourite to do. Because I think with the grayscale, it kind of, I don't know, it gives you something to go by, and it makes it look a little bit more realistic too sometimes. I've got a little bit of a knobby bit on the end of my marker. It might be hard to see there, but it's kind of like a bit of a hook. There we go. This is one of my most used colours, so the nib's probably going. Just putting a little bit into the face. This is a tiny area, so I'm just trying to be really gentle and using the really end of the tip. What happened, Becky? Did I miss something then? Designer? Who's the designer? Oh, designer, that's right. Paper, gotcha. Paper. Yeah, the shipping. I did do an order with Selina, because there was a period of time where we couldn't purchase anything from Amazon US, and I ordered a few things, and Selina posted them over here, and the postage ended up costing more than the actual product. It seems to be a theme. But I just ordered a couple of things off, pretty sure that's her hand up there, it's hard to see, off Etsy from Sequums. I didn't realise that she had free postage on her books, so I wanted to buy a couple of the artist books, so I got a watercolour one, and actually I think I got them both as watercolour because I already have the PDF versions of them, and watercolour paper is usually more expensive than anything else, so thought I'd grab some. Okay, I've kind of done a base outline with that one. Gone into all of those shadows. As I said, it's not a very big area, so it shouldn't take us too long to do. Becky and Abby. Very expensive. The £110 was like another, I don't know, $40 on top of that. Yes, Helen, it is. That's how much I paid for it. American, $35 or something. And then you've got to add on like $45 postage or something like that. It was ridiculous. Because it's a ream of paper. But as I said, it's lasted me... I got it in November. And I don't even think I'm halfway through it. So it's going to last me more than a year. Because I use other papers as well. Try to mix it up a little bit and get a little bit of everything in, because us Aussies can't get Neenah very easily here, as you just heard. I'm just going over the top of the E04 now with some E11. I'm coming over the top of it and just sort of coming down beside it as well and increasing the area. So we're gradually going to fill in all of the skin by doing that. So I thought having Christine Eldridge on our guest spot would be good too. So having an artist will be a bit of fun. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm way looking forward to tomorrow. I'm sure we're going to have a really good laugh. Hi Sylvie, welcome. Hi Kim, welcome. Hi Affordable Colorist. Did I write your names down? Some Phoenix, is it? And the Affordable Colorist. Let me look. I don't think I have either of you. I don't think I do. I can't say hello in your real names because I do not know them. But welcome in new peoples. Making her quite dark. She's looking kind of weird, huh? It's kind of blurry. Sorry about that. I don't know why. Hi Candice, welcome. Natalie, hi, welcome. I'm just catching everybody now. I'm going to use some E21 and I'm going to go over the top of that. Start to fill in a few more gaps. Create some little round circles on the cheeks. It's a tiny little area, so just kind of dabbing it in a little bit. Once we go in with the lighter colours, it won't look quite as strange in those areas. I always try to do the skin a little bit darker because then when we come to putting in the colour, it seems to fade slightly. So E00, filling in most of the skin now, just leaving a couple of areas as highlights. Shadow's just woken up. I can hear her bell tinkling away. we may see her yet. I'm going to use a little bit of R20, just in her cheeks. I also like R81 to do the blush in the cheeks. It's a nice colour. And then we've got E000 to just finish it all off. Just blending out the pink a little bit. I'll zoom in again so you can see it close up finished. Linda, welcome. Hi Judy, welcome. Yes, Natalie, and thank you, Helen. Copic Queen. I'm just going to do her lips as well. I think she needs to have like maybe some blue eyes, because we'll probably do blue in the sky. She's got just going to dab that in because it's quite a small area, so I don't want it to bleed out too much. Alright, now this little guy in the background here, I just want to get him over and done with. Kind of like a silhouette there. Just using a little bit of C7. It's so tiny, like you could use a fine liner even in here, I think. Don't have to use Copic if it's such a tiny area. I'm sure there's other things that you have that you could also put in. I've got those quill fine liners, or I've also got the Tri Plus, Stedlad Tri Plus ones as well. That was C7, and I'm just going to use a little bit of C5 to blend that out. Sparkle is Linda. I found that out last time, I think. I try to write everybody's names down when I find them out. Here he is. What colour should we do our dragon and our dress? Well, we're going to have green in here. We could do her pink and maybe green leaves and maybe, I don't know, any ideas? Let me have a think. Green, purple, we could do yellow, blue. What colours are dragons generally? Generally they're like green, yeah? Or brown, or I don't think it really matters, but we can't do a pink dragon. Not doing a pink dragon, I should say. We could, I think we might, pink dress sounds good, yeah. But I think we might do maybe a green dragon. We'll give her some yellow blonde hair. And maybe a pink dress. And maybe some purple and pink in the sky. And obviously we've got all of our like rocks and everything. Let's just do it, shall we? Don't talk, just do. Pink dress. Alright. Which kind of pink should I use? I'm going to use some RV29, RV25, maybe some RV23, and some RV21. So I've got RV Red Violet, 29, 25, 23 and 21. Let's use those for the dress. Well, I think we could put a little bit of purple in the background, and possibly we could put some purples in the dress. I don't know. This part here looks completely different. It's like looks almost like metal. Just gonna put I think, I don't know, I might just leave that section there. Actually, maybe make that purple. The pink won't hurt. I went over the lines, but you know. And maybe then we can put some purple in her shawl. This is quite a dark pink. Love pink and green together. Adu adu. So if you don't have markers, Alicia, the lovely Lissy, is doing a list for you for patrons, so you can convert it to pencils. I'm just going over the darkest areas of the dress for now. Paper is really important when it comes to markers, so make sure you've got the best paper. I use a mix of 3. I'm using Neenah today. Neenah's good for both pencil and Copics. That's exactly the colour. Which band? This coloured band? No, I put that there. So this one doesn't have a refill. When I have a refill for them, they have the band because I put them on there. So these ones here, I just got refills for, so I need to go and put bands around them. But the little grey band around here tells you that that's the brush tip end. No worries, Phoenix. Back? Where did you go? So for my own purposes, I put a band around it so I know if I've got a refill or not. Because when I'm actually filming, if I'm doing a larger area and I don't have a refill for the marker, I won't use it. I'll go for one that I've got colour with. Got a big drawer of refills. I've almost got most of the ones I've got. Just slowly filling them in. Every month or so I'll buy a batch of say 10 refills. Lovely dress. Lots of folds. Looks luscious. Kind of looks silky, like it's satin or something maybe. So the great thing about grayscale is even though those areas are really dark, I'm going over those sections anyway, and the colour actually transfers over that dark colour. So you can see that it's the colour, but in the darkest areas it's a darker version of the colour because of the grayscale underneath. I think I make the trim of the dress, this part maybe purple to match the top. Oh, I went over the bottom layer. Just flicking out to those lighter areas so that when I come over it with the lighter colour it kind of blends out. I haven't started yet. It's getting there. Hi Mousy Deb, welcome. Just lurking is fine. And then I've got some RV25 and I'm going to extend on that dark colour. Just going over the darker edge a couple of times to blend it in. So that some of the papers that I use for Copics are Neenah Classic Crest. This is the Solar White. This is smooth, super smooth actually. And I like Express It Blending Card. And for Aussies, we have a brand here called J. Burrows Digital Paper. I think it's J. Burrows is owned by Officeworks here. They have that J. Burrows digital paper is quite cheap, and it's a great alternative to marker paper. It's not quite as bright and the colour's not as bright on it, but as I said, as a cheaper alternative it's pretty good. My Fitbit's vibrating away. Saying, get up and move, you lazy butt. It's great when our digital devices tell us we're lazy too. I love this pink. It's so bright. It looks even brighter in this light. It doesn't look that bright in real life. I don't know what I've done with the colour there, but don't know. Loretta. Hi Katrina, welcome. Pink velvet, maybe. Maybe so. I might have to go shopping for this challenge, Becky. Don't know if I've got what we're going to use. Okay, getting there. RV23 is a lot lighter than 25. What's happening? You auto-correcting? Who's auto-correcting? Where is it? Hi Sahara, welcome. A bunch of Copics. It's Copic. Well, they are called Copic or Copic. Pronounced both ways. Depending on where you're from. So I'm going to have to go over the very edge of that RV25 with this RV23 just to make them blend together really well, because the 25 is a lot darker than the 23. I'm running out of ink. Just going to refill it. Take the lids off both ends. There is this little tool you use, but here it is. I'm going to use this little tool. You don't have to, but to save getting dirty fingers, I'm going to. I pull the chisel tip out. I find my ink refill, which I have here, and I drip around 10 to 15 drops depending on how dry it is. So if it's really dry, you can get at least 15 drops in them, which mine was, because I run them to the very edge because I like to live on the edge. It's only because I try to get as far as I can without having to refill it, so then you guys don't have to wait. Pop the lid back on the other end and go for your life again. Pretty easy. I brought all mine individually, kind of. So I won a set of Sketch, a 36 set, and I then purchased the skin colors that I use in Sketch, and then I went through and purchased all of the Chow markers, and then I went and filled in my blends with Sketch So obviously I'd already purchased the RV21 and RV23, and then I went and purchased the rest of the blend, which is the next colours in the sketch. So I started with my favourite colours, so pink, purple, yellows, and gradually added greys because they're really good for stone. And now I have a pretty good variety of all of the colours. I don't have any of the fluoro colours yet. Making sure that I leave a highlight gap. Oh, there's the garage door again. I'm not sure what you guys can hear in this speaker or this mic. Alright, so I just want to blend this section here a tiny little bit more. It's better. It's looking pretty. It is nearly 11 already. Alright, the last colour I've got is RV21. Just going to go and fill in some more of these areas. I'm still going to try and keep a little bit of white paper on those very light sections down here. There's like a tiny little bit of white there. And here, leave a very, very small slither of a line. Get our shiny little section. Beautiful. Need a little bit more down the bottom here. It's very beautiful. I have a white pencil here. I'm gonna go with the Prismacolor white because it's the longest and I can sharpen it to a nicer point. What's going on, Alicia? Yes, you could hear the door. It's still not sharp enough, hang on. I think my froggy was on strike then, it didn't want to do it. Alright, so I'm going to use a white Prismacolor. I use usually this or the Luminance white, but I don't have my, I've only got a tiny little, this bit left, and I can't sharpen it in my froggy anymore as he's too tiny. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet. Probably get my knife out and sharpen it that way. Just add some more highlights here. Just on that very light edge. I think I like that. I think I'm happy with that. Now let's do some purple for the oh wait, before I do that, I'm just going to pop a little bit of R23 over the top of this bit here. Such a tiny little section of dress there. I'm going to make this top section purple, so let's go with some V09. Nice bright, deep coloured purple. Let's start down here on the dress. Now what is that? There's a bit of fibre off the marker. The purples in the Copics, it's really hard. There's not a lot of bright, nice purples in them. And there's a really huge colour difference between, say, the 9 all the way down to the 6 and the 4, which are like more fluoro almost. It's really hard to blend a nice mix with purples. But purple is the hardest colour to mix on in the colour wheel too. With your primary colours. Oh, I've had a head cold too. So it's Little Chicky Boo. There's some really cool names here, guys. You guys pick great names. Good. Now, good imaginations. I've got V17 next. Just gonna blend that out just a tiny little bit. Yeah, I've just had a head cold, just getting over it now. Just finished my antibiotics this morning. Asthma's sort of still lingering a bit, but feeling a little bit better than I was last week. I've got V06. So you can see there's a huge colour difference between this and the other two that I just used. This is more pink purple. And you need another colour in between to just blend those together. And the lighter 04, which we'll use in a moment, is even more pink. It's kind of bright purple. But that's fine because the dress is pink anyway. And then I've got V04. Ah! Who's scary? My Sahara lives near me. Turns out we're kind of related, sort of. We'll just say we are, hey Sahara? By marriage. Oh, hang on a minute. You're not married. Come on. Sahara was a patron long before we even knew that there was some sort of connection there too, didn't we? We decided to meet up and then we did, and yeah, just funny how things happen. I really like that. That came out really nice. We can use a little bit of white if we want to give it a little bit of a shimmer in some of these sections. It's amazing what a small world it is, actually. There we go, got some shininess going on. So these shiny sections should, there goes the door again, should sort of connect up with the other lighter areas, which they do a bit. Perfect. Okay, let's continue on and do purple on the top of the dress. Yeah, I think we'll do purple. Having a moment. We could almost do black purple in this bit, which I might. A little bit of, tiny little bit of black. Kind of looks really like a shiny piece of armor or something on there, doesn't it? Just going in with a tiny little bit of black. Just making this a little bit darker than the bottom of the dress. Then we've got the darkest purple, which was V09 again. Loving the dress. And I'm going to go into all of the grey areas with this now, over the top of the black. To the darkest grey areas. Oh, it just started raining again. It has not stopped raining. How are you guys going over your side? Oh, Victoria, Melbourne. Just another normal day. Melbourne weather. Fairly dark. Coming into the shawl. Treating those creases and curves the same as the dress. Probably should have been pink maybe, but we'll do pink on the trimming of this one. We'll do the opposites. Okay, I've just been warned that there's a big storm coming, so if I lose power, you know why. I have a Google map. I'm just going to have a look at it actually because apparently it's huge. Let me just look. Local radar. We've got some rain. There's a couple of really dark areas, so yeah, I do apologize if we hear some thunder and maybe lose power. For the edging bits there, I just want to do pink, so I'm going to go with the RV29. So we're doing the opposite to what we did on the bottom of the dress. It's bad. Just been sent a message. I get it on my Fitbit, and it actually just told me that my Fitbit was dying too. Okay, lighter RV25. RV23. I left out RV21, but I'll just put a little bit in the middle. And then I'm going to use a white pencil just to highlight those areas. White pencil is a great little tool. Gives a nice illusion of shininess. Oh, a little bit too much there. I can't hear any thunder yet, so I think we missed May the other day because of a storm too. It's a conspiracy. All these storms, I don't know. Oh, I can hear thunder. Oh no, Deb. We have thunder. I can hear it now. We have such bad luck where we are with power going out though. It's such a pain in the butt. She's looking really cool now. Alright, now we're going back to V17. Rest of the shawl. Starting to extend those colours out. Add a little bit down in here as well. Even though it's quite dark in the back here, I still want to put a little bit of a highlight in there. Show a bit of shape. I can hear that the thunder's rolling continually. And shadow snowing. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's the cat snoring. It's like a little droning noise. Shadow, you're noisy. Looking pretty good. Ah, see, it's cold here. We've got the heater on today. It's getting colder and colder each day. Darker and darker. I swear down here in Victoria we're getting close to like Antarctic weather. We've got, you know, 6 months of sunshine and 6 months of darkness pretty much. Shadow! Shadow! Wake up, you're noisy. At least it's consistent, I guess. So we've made this thing on her top here quite dark. I still want to put a couple of really nice little highlight spots in there, but not many. Just put a couple in the top here. On the back of her, it's like a bit of a light reflection. It does in places, Elaine. We've got Linda's side over in Geelong and Ballarat and all that sort of area over that side of Melbourne. It gets really cold, and also in South Gippsland areas. And we live near some mountain ranges, I guess they are, aren't they? The Dandenongs. It can get cold, really, really cold up there too. Not too bad here. We don't get snow here. But in fact, parts of Victoria we do. Oh no, I just went out the edge. She's getting louder. just putting some more white in there, adding some highlights, making them look kind of shiny on the top here. And I think we might do the crossover bit in the lighter purple maybe. Very nice indeed. Okay, now when you go over the edges, you can use the Colours Blender to push that back in too. So I'm just going to do that on the side here. I just went over the edge a little bit. Just going to push that back in. I'm not going to get to finish this today, but I'll finish it up on camera for patrons. And I'll do a bit of a speed colouring as well. I think we'll use that lighter pink or purple. I'm thinking I'm going to go purple. Lighter purple, which was VO4. Just do these little belt sections across the middle. I like that choice in colours. I think we did well. Purple and pink is beautiful. South Gippsland is Langatha, yeah. It gets cold there. Have you guys had snow? Did you have snow last year? We used to get it when we lived up in South Gippsland as well. Such a small world. We used to get dropped off at Langatha with my mum and dad, and we'd swap. My dad lived in Bingham Worry. Some yellow hair. Yellow. I haven't heard any thunder since that last lot, so we'll see how we go. Got E15. Just going into the darker areas of hair at the back here. It's a fairly small image, so it's hard to get a lot of detail. Let me just turn it a little bit so my hand's not in the way. But I'm just going in over the top of those darkest areas, so there's some lines and details there. Just going to follow those. It's 13 degrees today, Celsius. It's chilly. I've got the heater on. It's wet and cold. I hate wet cold. Like Seattle, I hear. It's always cold and wet, but Seattle gets snow. Flicks of hair there, here and there. A little bit like Scotland, yeah. I think they get colder and they have so much rain. I've missed her ear. Should probably go do that. Tiny little bit of E11. This is the tiniest little picture ever. It's so hard to get it even close because it's so tiny. Tiny little areas that all kind of blur in together. That's why I thought I'd probably use pencil to do a lot of the little tiny fixing up and making it look finished. We're going to move up to Y17. Just going over the top of all the brown to make it more yellow. And then we'll use some 13 and 11 just to brighten some of those areas up. I've still got time to do dragon. I've still got a little bit of time. I think I might grab that E15 and just do her eyebrows as well with the darker. Look quite out of place. Y13. Lucia's at the other end of the house in her room being my secretary. She's just finished uni for now. Pretty good organizer, that one. And then we'll use some Y11. Ah! Helen, you not well again? Oh, goodness me. My lovely Melody and Helen. A little bit of E15 for her eyebrows because they look kind of weird right now. Let's just make them a little bit darker. That's a bit better. We can do some eyelashes and stuff on her later, but let's get some dragon done. I was thinking we might go perhaps a yellow green in his chest. IG25, which might not be dark enough. I might need to add. Let me just look here. I got YG09, and I'm just going to go into the front of his belly first, doing these really dark sections. And on the bottom here, just using the belly of the brush to flick out. Using the belly to flick out on the belly. Nice. Nice. Got some YG25. Just extending on that a little bit. And some YG13. I think this is one of my favourite greens actually. It's called Chartreuse. And then I've got a little bit of YG21, which is like a yellow, it's called a Nice, it's a yellow green, more than a green yellow. I love this colour too. Beautiful. It already looks like he's shiny, doesn't it? Just blending that in a bit. Using the white again, let's just pop a few highlights in there. Just lighten them up slightly in a few areas. He's pretty. We'll give him some red eyes. A little bit of 29. In 27. It's got a couple of white highlights there, but I'm going to use a gel pen to do that so it stays nice and bright. Oh, I can hear that wind blowing. Gotta hold out for another, how long? Another 25 minutes storm. How you going over there, Deb? Getting really, really bad? Okay, now I think I want to go more of a green, like a forest kind of green. Maybe. He's really quite light on the top of his, you know. But I think it needs to be different to the rest of it. Otherwise it's going to look kind of out of place. So I'm going to use some G17. Just going in and marking out some of these dark areas. I will use a pencil most likely to go and just sort of redo some of these scaly areas because it's quite tiny. Just going under the eye there, add a little bit of detail. And I think I do the top main section there that's coming up. I think I need to do that with the lighter colour that's in his body. And his horns, I think we could probably do them light green as well. I could be. Thanks, Rochelle. Oh, what are we talking about? What pencils? Hello, Shadow. Am I talking? Hi. Hello. Are you just going to be a pain? Oi. I know, the camera's in the way, isn't it? What a pain. What a pain that camera is. Alicia gets to enjoy the show this time. She misses it usually when you're around. Being naughty. You've been around being naughty. Yes. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Nope, that was the postie. It was a postie, Shadow. Can you get off now? Please. Come on. Down you get. Off you go. Go on. Shoo. Don't bother me. Just doing those maney bits at the top here with the lighter greens. You gonna go or are you just gonna annoy me? Bye! Bye, Shadow! She's gone. 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 Alright, back to the darker greens here. So going back in with G17. And I'm thinking about putting that lighter green, yellow-green colours in his horns as well. What are you doing? I'm being attacked. Well, you attacked me, not the other way around. No. She's telling me it's my fault. Cheeky kitty. Definitely a princess. There is some kind of smooth blending down here, but I'll just come back in with the white pencil and just really highlight those highlighted sections. Going around the belly bit. Leaving those really highlighted sections. I don't know what colour we're using there yet, a green of some sort. I missed some of his belly down there, look at that. Nobody pointed it out, but I did, just there. I'll go back in a minute. Well, the weather gave a little bit of a grunt and then it just stopped here. We've still got rain, but there's no thunder or anything now. It just seems to have dulled off a little bit. Okay, so we'll go back in with the YG09. I'm going to put a bit in his horns here. Going out the edges. Just doing those fins now on the top there, and also that belly section down the bottom there as well. Fill that in. Kind of being really rough and just making sure I dab in that colour. I've got some YG25. It's definitely a good idea to have 2 different shades of green, so that you can achieve this kind of thing, having a green dragon but lots of different colour variety in it. I should have looked up the original one to see what colour the original dragon was. That would have been cool too. He's green now. Shadow's trying to get out of the door. She can open doors. I'm going to skip YG13 and go straight to YG21 because these areas down here are quite light. Oh, he's so pretty. I'm going to use G05. Lots of spotty areas here to make them look like they're scales. Leave a little bit of texture in there. How's he looking so far, guys? Like your dragon? No, Shadow, really? She doesn't think so. Let's hope she's quiet for us, Becky, tomorrow night, because she was a bit of a pain when I was with May. She wasn't too bad when Sammy was on. She was a little bit of a rat bag. Hopefully she's good for us tomorrow night. Sorry about that, I had it off camera for a minute. We missed some claws down here. Match the horns. Let's go a little bit of G14. Being really rough now and just dotting areas in just to make it look like it's got a bit of texture. We need a brighter green. What else can I use? I'll have to have a look at my chart, I think. Something for in these light areas. G05 again. Let me look. Maybe some G21. It's kind of a strange colour, this one, but it's kind of a greyed green. I don't know, I might need a little bit brighter yet. No, I'm thinking we go back to the same colour we put in the lighter areas, so let's try some G21 in there. Still not happy with that. Just dotted a few bits in there, but not ready to fill that in yet. G02. Let's fill the rest out with that one. Does he look textured enough in there? I think he does. I think we've done well. Ah, thanks, Grumpy. Grumpy's Julie, yeah? Did I get that one right? Thank you so much. Lovely. Yes, you could get Black Widows in open stock here in Australia, but I'm not sure about anywhere else yet. I don't know whereabouts are going to be selling. Yeah, I just saw. I did say thank you, Grumpy. Julie, it's Julie, yeah. Yay. Thank you so much, Julie. Just took me some time to look up then because I was trying to finish our dragon. He looks so cool. I'm really super happy with him. Beautiful. There's plenty of texture in him. I can see that there's lots of different colours through there. He's not all blended in nice and smooth into one colour, which is good. He's got nice variety. Let me just zoom out so you can see the whole page so far. Now we can use a white pencil if we like, just to go in and do some little highlighted scales on those lighter sections. Just like that. is pretty, very pretty. They came out really pretty. Oh, I think we need a little bit more white there at the back, and I think I need a couple of flecks of white in the shawl in the back there. Okay, better. Let's do a few flicks of white through her hair. Yeah, her lips are a little bit dull. Let's go with a little bit of the R23 in there. That's a bit better. And I reckon she could do green eyes instead of blue. So let's just go back over that with a bit of the G02. And I've got a tiny little 0.3 mil jelly roll pen, which is number 5. Just going to put a couple of really nice beautiful highlights in the eyes and on the lip. Can't really see it there, but when I scan it in you'll be able to see it. I'll just zoom in a tiny little bit first. Really bad. I don't know what's wrong with it today. Poor. Yeah, no, I think that one's still the best anyway. Zooming back out, just keeping in mind that that's really tiny. I think the only thing, I'm going to add some pinks and purples through the background. So I'm going to go with the RV21. I don't have a lot of colour in this one. I don't have a refill for it. So I'm just going to dab in some pink into that back area. Most of the stone I'm just going to do with, I'm going to go with W colours because they're a little bit more pink. So warm grey. And I think they look a little bit more like rock rather than concrete, I guess. Yellow. I need a yellow colour. Let's go with Y21. Just kind of blending it out, and I'm using like a jaggedy sort of motion to make it rough looking, because clouds aren't smooth, they're usually fluffy and their edges usually look, I don't know, fuzzy, not smooth and straight. I decided to go with yellow because we've got the purples there. Yellow and purple look really great together. And then I'm going to use some cool grey to do those really light areas of clouds. I actually, when I do, Linda was just saying how she loves how they come to life. I love watching my own speed colorings because I don't get to see it like that. You know, it just kind of comes together, but I love to watch those speed colorings when, you know, I just start creating and next thing you know there's like an image. I love it. Okay, I think I need a little bit of a lighter pink now, so I'm going to go in with, say, RV 000. Just add a little bit of that over the top. Just scribbling them around, starting to fill them out a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of B60, which is actually called pale blue grey. Add a little bit of this into some of these areas as well. So I've got a bit of pink, a bit of purple and a bit of yellow to go with whatever's in her dress. And we're going to put green in the leaves, so there'll be plenty more green to sort of balance that side of it out. Just keeping it really rough and jagged, so those edges look sort of fluffy and not straight and neat. I just realised I don't have a refill for that one. I'd have to put that one on my list. We're going to go in with some C0, Cool Grey 0. So it's almost clear. It's got a tiny little bit of grey through it. And I'm just going to go in and fill out the rest of the clouds with this one. Coming over the top of some of the colour, and I'm actually running out of this one. I'm just going to pop a bit of refill in there. And then I think the background will be done. Just popping some Cool Grey 0. Back in there. That's better. Squeaky squeaky this one is. This is actually one of the first sketches I got. I think this might have been from the original set I got. And I can see that the nib is starting to fall out a little bit. It might actually be broken. Probably time for a new nib. See me worrying? Get the most out of it I can, living on the edge. Quite happy with that. It came out awesome. Alright, I'm going to use some W's for the background and then I'll be done. Oh, obviously we've still got the leaves and stuff, but we get the idea. Using some W7 first in the shadow areas. I'll do a little part of it so you can see what I'm actually doing. And then I will finish up for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget you got to come back on tomorrow night. So it'll be an evening for those in America. It'll be early morning. And for almost the rest of the world, I think it's like daytime. I think it's like 1:30 in South Africa, and it's around 1-ish and 12-ish in the UK. W7, W5. The front rocks here are a little bit darker than the back ones, so I'm just going to make sure that I do that. And I'll pop a link up for tomorrow night's later on today. And I'll also post it in my group, so you guys can get the link for that. Thank you so much to those that did super chat today. Brilliant. Shadow, what are you doing? I think Shadow's up to mischief again. Yes, you are. I can see you. You're a rat bag. Yes, you are. She tells me she's not, but she is. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with some W3. For these parts here, this will be my last colour. And I think I'm breaking this one as well. But for these lighter ones, I'm going to go back in with a little bit lighter again, using a little bit of W2 in there, just over those lighter areas. Shush. I need to refill my W2, my W3, I think it's just a little bit too empty. But we get the idea, hey? I'm going to do that all over. So we've got like a bit of a grey pink sort of tone over the top of them. And I think these leaves here, I'll do a mixture of the colours that are in the dragon, but I do like this lighter yellow colour a bit more. So I'll probably do a lot of these lighter ones with that YG21, and then come in with it in the darker areas with the YG colours rather than just the G colours. I might do the actual stems in the darker green. It's G17. Yeah, I think that will suit. That's it. As I said, I'll record the rest of it as a raw video for patrons, and you can catch the colour list on Patreon as well later on today, hopefully. Since it's storm kind of passed a bit, I think that's going to be it. But I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. I look forward to seeing you. Helen, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. And I will see you very, very shortly. One more day again, and we'll have a play with Becky. Won't we, Becky? So yeah, I'll finish off the rest of the grey and the leaves and stuff, and the ground will be the same. And I'll post it up for you. Hopefully it'll be later today. I will see you later. So I will be live for those in America. It will be early Tuesday morning. And for most other parts of the world, it's in the middle of the day. And for here in Australia, it's in the evening. So I look forward to seeing you all. Becky, I'll be in touch earlier before the stream, and we can get everything organised. And I will see you all then. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Selina Fenech's links. I've popped the 2 book links in the description as well. And pop over and check out her website as well. So she's got lots of cool stuff there. Thanks again, guys.